I like the torches. It's a good touch.
Yeah, it makes it way easier during the nighttime.
Yeah, very RP. I am retiring this stun baton.
You have to be fully spec'd out for Summon for it to actually be good, but it is good late game if you do spec it.
Yeah, I like stun baton because it stops them. It's very powerful. But I want the slot. With the turret and the two guns I'm using, it's just kind of way too much to try and reach for my motorcycle on like 8 or 9. They're saying that potassium, it's desert biomes, burnt forests, and wasteland biomes. And I didn't realize that there was a burnt forest as opposed to a wasteland.
Yeah, I found it to the southeast
Yeah,
when
I
I was playing
found
on the
it.
road.
Yeah, I found it. Yeah, I just
It's like
didn't. I didn't
wasteland.
know there
There's
was.
fire everywhere.
Yeah, like what's the difference between burnt trees and wasteland? I guess isn't that kind of the same thing? But okay. So I get, but apparently there are separate biomes that have separate properties, which I didn't know idea it even existed. So I mean, I knew it existed. I just didn't know what to call it. Um, so, and the reason I bring this up is they're saying it's found in the ground in the desert, which is probably the fastest way to get a large amount of it. So, do we clear something else here, or do we craft for the rest of the night?
Doing some crafting right this moment.
Okay, because if you want me to stick around, I will. If we're gonna go do something. Otherwise, I can go to desert and get your potassium if you want.
I was checking my phone. I was thinking I got not too much more time to play tonight.
Yeah, I saw that time got a good. I don't think we got to Dungeonborn, did we? Or did you want to like now?
I mean, it's not too late, but it's also kind of
Oh,
late,
free.
and I don't know
Nice.
if I want to get like the adrenaline rush right before bedtime. If you know what I mean.
I feel yeah. I'm going to bed the same time you are. I've been up since oh god 9:30 or something like that. So I'm going on 10 hours here, and I'll probably stay up a couple hours past when you go to bed, but not long. I'm tired. It's finally getting to a place where I can fix my schedule again. There hasn't been any real big game releases until the 26th. It's nice. Last month it was like Once Human. Oh god. I found an interesting game, Begon, that I thought was actually pretty good. There was also really good called Stallcraft X, and that game's free. And it's a survival crafter. I'm sorry, it's not a crafter. It is just a survival dungeon game, and it's weird because it owns the world record for being the biggest game ever made, and it's just Stalker but an MMORPG. It's exactly Stalker, but it's done kind of more in the style of 7 Days, a little bit more Minecrafty and 7 Days ish. But that's another game. But I don't think it's that good. But if you're ever looking for stalker type survival stuff, Stalkercraft X was good. Put a couple hours into it yesterday. Kind of a indie game, or not. But no, it's not. I wouldn't say it's an indie game. It's a very professional game, but Its biggest characteristic is that it's Russian. Very, 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 very Russian. And it is full spoken word. I'm sorry, not word, but it's like full, audio. Like all the quests are literally very much so like Skyrim scripted, even though it's an MMORPG, but it's all in Russian. They didn't bother translating. It's kind of funny, but yeah, interesting, weird European, sandbox games that have a pretty cool loop to them. Like 7 Days, StarCraft X is one of them. It's got the same exact loop with the trader. You go to the town to the trader and you pick up your quests like Diablo, and then you go out like Stalker, and it's a full blown free MMORPG. If you ever get a chance, it's an interesting game to see for free. Stalker 2 comes. I think, although I heard Ralph said that Stalker 2 is coming. I'm sorry, they delayed it like a year, I think. As of, I think, like 3 days ago, they announced that was going to be like the biggest game of the year. That was going to be our Baldur's Gate 3 this year. Stalker is incredible. There's no game like Stalker. Tarkov is like Starkov. I'm sorry. Tarkov is like Stalker. Blah. Tarkov's about as close as anybody got to Stalker. Stalker 2, Heart of Chernobyl. Yeah, when did the release? Oh, this is on UE5. They're smart because their last engine wasn't so good, but UE5 will definitely make this company really famous. Stalker's got that depth. I would be so happy if this was co-op. This would be the game that we should play. But it's not. It's a single-player video game. Yeah, the press kit. What did they say? Oh, wow. They put the official soundtrack out already. I wonder if it's good. The Stalker music was so good. Russians make good music like Americans. They're the only other culture I can think of beyond other white cultures like Europe or like Australia and stuff. But Russian pop stars are about the closest other culture out there to American pop stars, actually, believe it or not. J-pop didn't really swing it. K-pop, any of the other world pops, but Russian pop singers are fucking good, like American pop singers. They're actually very good singers. They know how to do that poppy, bouncy vibe that the bubblegum people like. So I have a lot of respect for Russian music, just not their government. I didn't know who did Madonna first, but it was actually a lady called Alla Pugacheva, and she's my new Russian pop singer obsession. I heard her on what's it called? Atomic Heart, which is a really good shooter, and she did Madonna about I'd say 26 years before Madonna. And I didn't know, but everything Madonna ever did was stolen from a Russian lady. Every last bit of it, from the Coen bras to the dancing, the choreographing.
Did the Russian lady also give blowjobs for voting for Hillary?
No.
Because Madonna did.
No, she released like really blowjobs.
You don't remember that from 2016?
No, I don't listen to the Tool Brigade.
Yep, Madonna put out, I think it was Twitter, but she put it out on social media that she would literally fucking give people blowjobs if they'd vote for Hillary.
Oh, I'm sure. Oh, I believe it. Oh, yeah.
And nothing voted me to vote for Trump more than that.
Yep.
I'd never let that nasty fucking horror on my dick.
Ooh.
I don't care if it's free.
Bitch,
I don't care if she's offering to pay. She's not getting near me. No protein shakes for her. She's fucking disgusting. Check the workbench, by the way.
I would love to be with Madonna. No, I wouldn't. What is she, goddamn 70?
She's fucking disgusting.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to be ageist about it. I'm just not too into 70-year-old women. Let's see. Something on the workbench? Did you tell me? Oh, the car. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, good. You can drive me to the things now. Or me, you. We can
You
take
can drive
turns.
yourself.
No, we take turns. Is what we should do. Take turns. Drive myself. Okay, I'll use the pickup truck. Sure.
The truck is nice because it has double the carrying capacity. So especially if you like
It
drive
does.
motorcycle out and then swap, it's really good.
Is the motorcycle faster?
Motorcycle's absolutely faster and easier to avoid running into stuff with.
Okay, so this is our mobile truck, our mobile depot. Excuse me. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, like I got it specifically for like when I'm doing vehicle salvage runs because it's a fucking nightmare doing vehicle salvage runs with a motorcycle. You run out of your inventory so fast. But if I had doubled the storage of my bike, I could go a lot longer before it became a real issue.
How about this? Let's keep this one unlocked, and then either one of us
I
can
made
just
two.
yeah, keep it unlocked, and we either one of us can just pick it up like
But
it's our chest.
I made two.
Oh, you made two. Oh, so we each get a chest. I see what you're at.
We each have a motorcycle, we each have a truck, and I can make gyrocopters, but that takes a lot more steel than we currently have available.
All right, sweet.
Yeah, I finally got to 100 vehicle skill.
Yeah, I cooked some steel. I don't know how long that much steel takes, but
Oh, actually, okay, yeah, it takes 187 steel. A bunch of duct tape too, but we have the duct tape. It's literally just the steel that we're not able to produce right now. I'll queue up crafting of the other gyro part that we do have everything we need for, though.
you made me a monster truck. Thank you.
Yeah, I figured it's definitely worthwhile. It's absolutely something we want to get.
Yeah, this is way more storage. It is definitely worth it. I think the big boys roll monster truck, huh?
Specifically because the inventory is so high. Yeah, it's getting up.
I'm putting this bicycle away.
Yeah, bike, you might as well scrap at this point. You're never going to use a bike again since I can make gyrocopters.
Yeah, that's a good point. I could just scrap the bike, huh?
And it's not like you're inviting other people to your server, so you don't need a freebie bike to give people.
Nope.
If you were, then it would make sense to hold on to it.
I can't scrap this bike. There's like no option.
Oh, well, you can, I don't know.
Throw it away or put it in a box.
Yeah, there's a car box. That's
outside.
where I put my bike.
Yeah, if I lose my motorcycle, I'm gonna want this bicycle. So
I am gonna fuel up. Remember to fuel up your truck. It has the fuel mod if you put all those mods in, so it can hold a fuck of a lot of fuel.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, thank you. Do that now.
Yeah, mine took 15,000 fuel.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it took definitely 10 for me.
Now, if you got the mod, it should be 15,000, which I gave you the mod for it.
I didn't have 15k fuel.
Yeah, just remember, these are slow and awkward. You're going to go through a lot of repair kits if you start running into shit, so I'd still recommend driving your motorcycle places and then getting on the truck when you're there.
Alright.
Especially if you're going through the wasteland. If we do tier 6 infesteds, we can get the drop for the recipe that gives you, it's like a crash bumper on your car. Makes it able to destroy shit really easily when you're running into it.
Yeah. That'll be cool.
It also heavily reduces the damage your car takes when you run into shit.
A cowbell is what they're called.
You basically need...
Cow catcher.
Yeah. So you have to have that if you want to drive the truck through wasteland. Otherwise, it just takes too much damage, I found.
I saw. Yeah, I have experienced that.
Yeah. All right. Well, I've got everything pretty much slotted away. I have... How much time is it? Let me check really quick. It's an insane amount. All right. In the chem bench, I have 1,560 minutes worth of gunpowder crafting setup.
Okay, do you want me to just run this server forward at this point? Or should I just... Because I was just going to go to bed,
60
but
minutes is... Hold on.
Yeah, it's going to be enough for tomorrow. All we need is 1 day's worth of ammo.
That is 26 hours of crafting time.
Yeah, which...
No, don't run the server because the days are going to keep passing, and I don't want to wake up and find it's day 50.
All right,
Besides, we're getting close to a horde night. I really want to set up a little perch for myself and just go nuts with the shotgun, like where they can't get me unless they're spitters.
All right, so I won't skip this next one.
Yeah, but we have a lot of fuel, and I have a second chem bench crafting right now, so we'll be able to still do other stuff while the 26 hours of gunpowder crafts.
Yeah,
But we won't have any more ammunition issues once that goes.
that's good. I don't have them now. I think I'm good for at least 2 more days. So.
Oh, by the way, shotgun shells, I told you the basic ones are expensive as shit because they take paper, and we don't
Oh, I
have
want
like
AP.
paper.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you make AP, they take plastic instead, so they actually are affordable if you get plastic.
Ooh. Yeah, because I
Yeah,
want. I put points into what's the piercing thing.
yeah. So, well, oh yeah. So the way it's worded, it's confusing. The what is it? Penetrator perk is what you're talking about.
Yeah, I put points into para. Let me look at your. Which chart is that? It's. Yeah, penetrator. I have not put points into penetrator, but I want to when we can afford the rounds. You know.
Yeah, so it's very confusing because in different places it says different things. Like it says
It does.
you find spots in target's armor with spears, archery, and other specialized ammo. You use AP rifle bullets. See, rifle, not firearm. Rifle
Yeah,
bullets.
and that's what I'm using. Rifle.
And then it says, so here, what's confusing is the text below that first little block where it says ignore 20% of armor with firearms and archery, 50% on anything with target armor reduction. Now,
Oh,
then
what
after that,
has reduction,
it says
right?
armor piercing rounds can penetrate 3 additional targets or a
Yeah.
block of 1,000 hit points when using a hunting, lever action, or sniper rifle.
Oh, yeah, and
So,
sniper's the other weapon that I'm using.
so
So,
there is one line where it says ignore 20% of armor with firearms and archery. I
yeah,
think that's poorly worded because everywhere
it
else
is. It's
it looks like
terrible.
it's only rifles it's talking about. So it will not buff your shotgun, it will not buff your assault rifle. It
Yeah,
will buff your sniper rifle.
yeah. I use the sniper to open, and I dump all 12 rounds, and when I'm out, I switch to AK unless I need rate of fire, you know? So it does fit my spec, I believe. I think they wrote that for this spec.
Well, no, it's got to only work on sniper rifles. So if you aren't using a sniper, it's a waste of points.
I am using a I'm using a suppressed sniper. Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, those are fantastic. 'Cause if you hit stuff in the head, it'll one shot just about
Oh,
anything.
that's what I've been doing. It's for like 3 days. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not so good in like a super action shooty fight, but otherwise, it's really solid for sure.
I found like 50 cars. Nice.
I want more talent points, but I can't see a way to. Yeah, I'm right now. I'm trying to go into intelligence to get the better barter. All right, I need to stop talking and get off. I'll catch you. Well, I'll be on late tomorrow because I have my D&D game, but I should still be on for a little while.
Word.
Maybe just do dungeon board or something because by then it'll be dark enough. I probably won't have too much sun in the window.
I'm here either way. Sleep
All right,
well.
night.
Have a good night. Okay, so I don't sit on 7 days at all, honestly, at all. So I have to get off this server like pretty much now. I want to get on my bike and just go right back with what I got on this run. Look, it's already an entire inventory. It's insane. This was a good session. I'm going to go back on WoW after this. Okay, and this is where I log. I'm going to switch over to a different game here. To any 7 days people, thank you for spending time with me. I'm going to be switching over here to World of Warcraft and EVE Online and FFXI, and thank you so much for your time. Gotta get on EVE Online now. I'm sad I missed the op, but I mean, I couldn't do it. I couldn't make it even. Oops, gotta close you. And I want the BNet. Did I fill? Oh no, I did. What do I do? I'm gonna throw the bat.
Your inventory is full.
Yeah, I'm aware. You. Aw. Oh wait, not yet. Okay, I gotta change title. I will be right back. I'm going to open a bottle of wine. I'll be right back. Gonna get some nice iced wine. Some nice iced Merlot wine. I will be right back. Angry butthole, angry butthole, angry butthole, angry butthole, angry butthole, angry butthole. There, did you disconnect? Oh my god. No, you're in. Now I need my glass, which isn't here. That's odd. Maybe I brought it in the other room. glass of wine. That's good. Oh, thank you, number two. Thank you, number two, for the bits. I didn't see. Thank you so much, number two. I didn't mean to miss ya. Number two. What do you call a Worgen restoration druid? Bark. Bark. Bark, bark, bark. Okay, so now...
Prince Relay Bao says, the brokers have secured a cache of curious weapons from other realms. Let's see if they will be of any use to our cause. You receive loot, Harrow Teacher.
My frames are in the toilet. I don't think I can
Twisted Sediment.
I don't think I can run these settings. I've got to fix it. What is it? It's gonna be the ray trace shadows. And the fact that I'm actually, the ray trace shadows might actually be okay if they're on fair. It's the fact that I'm set 200% higher. There, I want that. There's my frames. Now, three games is quite a bit.
Connecting.
For such an intensive client. I don't think I want the sync.
You receive loot, Harrow Teacher Orcs 2. You receive loot, Malicious Mandible. You receive loot, Brittle Bark. Curious cache completed.
Splendid work.
Receive
I think that
296
device
gold,
will aid us
57 silver.
well.
Prince Rene Fowl says, splendid work. I think that device will aid us well. You receive loot, Heritage Orcs 3.
This zone's so much better with dragon riding.
General Draven says, in the Fearstalker's absence, new leadership has taken root. Strike them down.
Strike them down.
I like that one actually. I'm gonna do that one. Yeah, this one's
says,
fun.
I have made some
love this
modifications to my
one.
signature parasol to absorb anima. Go give it a whirl, won't you?
To absorb anima.
Theotar says, feeling brave are we? Well, get out there. I'll be watching intently. Eager Volunteer says, I'm a regular Stoneborn. Loudmouth yells, tiny one almost there. Go. Go.
Parasol Peril completed.
Splendid!
You receive item, Rocket Tallow Candlisks 2.
I just need to work
You
on
receive item,
decoration a
Resonance of
bit
Conflicts
more.
2. Theotar says, splendid. You are a real natural. I just need to work on the duration a bit more. Loudmouth says, success. Tiny one safe. You receive loot, depleted Stoneborn Heart X5. You receive loot, she had a stone heart. You receive loot, Stoneborn Messenger Stamp Sheet X3.
Quest accepted. Favor. She had a stone heart.
Oh look, TomTom is working. Wow. Oh, oops. I was not following the arrow at all. Like I don't know where we're going. We're going to that. So what? I mean, I liked it, but I don't see the arrow anymore. I need the arrow back.
Is that a piece of paper? You present tar 0 with the poem. A Stoneborn poem.
That looks good.
Very few Stoneborn express feelings or desires beyond that of the service and loyalty chiseled into them. I shall enjoy, this will make excellent documentation of potential depth to the Stoneborn. You must let me buy it.
Until our next
Receive 77 gold, 22 silver.
You receive item, small anima globe.
My arrow went away. I can't see it anymore. It was awesome. What happened to Tom Tom? Reset the position. Where is it? No, the arrow went away. No, the arrow went away. It, like, glitched. No, you're just not working. You're bugged or something like that. It's weird. I like how this house is crooked. It's weird. This house like sank into the ground sideways.
You receive loot, soul cage key. You loot 2 gold, 57 silver, 23 copper. You receive loot, shrouded cloths 2. You loot 3 gold, 44 silver, 23 copper. You loot 56 silver, 71 copper. You receive loot, ring of stonebound control. You receive loot, shrouded cloths 2. You loot 3 gold, 7 silver, 17 copper. You receive loot, bottle of diluted anima wine X4. You receive loot, dredged chain vest. You receive loot, dredged chain footguards. You receive loot, deep fried seraph tenders 8.
Look how tanky that guy is. He is 10 levels lower than me, and he fucking...
You receive loot, depraved dark blades grips
and he
and quick blade.
still took like an entire thing.
You receive loot, shrouded cloths 2.
These things
loot,
pay
soul cage
well.
key. You loot 2 gold, 24 silver, 98 copper.
You gonna cast on this guy or what?
You receive loot, soul cage key. You receive loot, lightless silk. You loot 2 gold, 14 silver, 32 copper. You loot 2 gold, 1 silver, 17 copper. You receive loot, lightless silks 2. You loot 3 gold, 14 silver. Sinful Captive says, took you long enough. Let's get out of here. Sinful Captive says, these Venthi spit on the history of Revendreth. Denathrius will pay. Sinful Captive says, we've been in there for years. You lose 1 gold, 23 copper.
Is beneath my station.
You receive loot, Ring of Stonebound Control. You loot 2 gold, 10 silver, 29 copper.
You have learned a new spell, Dragon Rage.
General Graydon says, press the assault, Lord Walker. Take out their leader. You receive loot, Shrouded Cloths 2. You receive loot, Soul Cage Key. You loot 4 gold, 26 silver, 75 copper. Sinful Captive says, we've been in there for years. Malicious Hopebreaker says, let's see how rebellious you are on the hunt. You receive loot, soul cage key. You receive loot, shrouded cloth spore. You loot 2 gold, 27 silver, 57 copper. Malicious Hopebreaker says, let's see how rebellious you are on the hunt.
More meat.
Sarah White says, more meat for my pets. Sarah White says, no. Sophia's daughter trusted me.
Trash in the camp completed.
Done.
General Draven says, these cretins do not serve with a breath. Excellently done, skycat.live. You receive loot, soul cage key. You loot 2 gold, 82 silver, 49 copper. Sinful Captive says, took you long enough. Let's get out of here. You loot 1 gold, 62 silver, 35 copper.
I'm gonna turn TomTom off if it's fucked up like this. It doesn't seem to be working. I think Tomcat's Tours is good.
You loot 1 gold, 70 copper.
There's nothing here. Why would you have a door? There's nothing here. There is nothing here. Why would you have a door? It's dumb. Oh, there we go. Wait, what? Where am I now? Whoa, you sent me way west. What's that?
Golderfoot says, you bad bloods. You receive loot, shapeable muck. You receive loot, twitching stone. You receive loot, empty crate. You receive loot, depleted stoneborn heart 6. You receive loot, tiny wing. You receive loot, tiny wing.
Oh, do I still have Door of Shadows? I don't think so. Oh, I do. I have Door of Shadows.
The accuser.
Sacrifice.
Quest accepted. Challenges in Arden Wield.
Rondel.
Be a brick and don't tell them
Rondel.
bosses I ain't
This here is the easy life.
You are already on that quest. Quest accepted. Aiding Revendreth.
Hello.
Prince Runethal.
More.
We are more secure in our position due to your...
There is a
You receive item.
simplicity.
Tribute of the court.
I got
Foreman
the best
Flatfinger.
prices
How can I help you?
you'd
How-
find out here.
Rahel. You
Can
sold your
you
junk for
even
28 gold, 47
afford
silver,
my
14 copper.
goods?
Dredged chain footguards has been added to your appearance collection. Dredged chain vest has been added to your appearance collection. You gain
Nothing
40 gold,
else?
29 silver, 30 copper.
How moderate.
Speculative says 341 anima infused into the reservoir. Rahel, Rahel. When you have nothing but time before you in this endless darkness, the stories are worth more than gold. received 24 gold, 87 silver, 42 copper.
Autopilot engaged. Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active. Approaching Stargate. Autopilot jumping. Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active. Approaching Stargate.
You have been disconnected from Blizzard services.
Of course I have.
Autopilot jumping. Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active. Approaching Stargate. Autopilot jumping. Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active. Approaching Stargate. Autopilot jumping. Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active.
My
Hail that
power
Sunstrider.
is mine to wield.
System of Kyle, that's Sunstrider.
Approaching Stargate. Autopilot jumping.
Shadow Hunter Ucamp says, Boss, I got the recent threats sketched out on the table for you whenever you be ready.
Warping to station. Warp drive active.
You receive currency, Garrison Resources 28. Garrison Campaign, The Ring of Blood. You receive item, Gorgon Treasure Map. You receive currency, Wilkes 25. You receive currency, Garrison Resources 40.
Approaching station.
Wait, they're all 40, never mind.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted. Docking permission requested. Autopilot disabled. Waypoint reached.
Your inventory is full.
I'm gonna grab some more wine. I'll be right back.
Trading Post Barker says, hey friend. Come check out our new items in the trading post. We just got a new shipment.
Cha-ching!
Option created. Option created. Option created. Option created. A buyer has been found for your option of shrouded cloth. Option created. Option created. Option created. Option created. Option created. A buyer has been found for your option of lightless silk. Option created. A buyer has been found for your option of scale belly mackerel. Option created.
Pleasure doing business with you.
You receive item, Dazzling Zircon Cube X8.
You
You
break
receive
it,
item,
you buy
the
it.
Rushing Tide X4. You receive item, the En Mirrors Mists 3. You receive currency, Grateful Offering 6.
If you ever need any.
A buyer has been found for your option of root mollusk meat.
Tide Reef. Well,
You gained 193 gold, 35 silver, 39 copper. Bridgetar says, welcome to the roasted ram. Seating is open. You receive currency, Flightstonists 1. You receive loot, preserve animal parts. You receive loot, power depleted staffs 2. You receive loot, Dragon Isles artifacts 3. You receive loot, potion of frozen focus. You receive currency, Dragon Isles supplies 20. You receive loot, scale piercing 5.
Oh my god. You constantly disconnect me. What's going on? It's the add-ons, isn't it? It's the action cam. It's crashing it over and over and over again. 2 pauldrons from 30k.
You receive currency, Flightstone ISKS 1. You receive loot, Sickly X-Ax 6. You receive loot, Dragon Isles Artifact. You receive loot, Potion of Frozen Focus. Eat Weird Daily Greek says, will advertisements in Valdrak can really work? I've heard adventurers don't actually like reading anymore.
The big dick, trader's rest. Don your cap, put on a pair of sturdy gloves, and grab a snack because trader's rest. We're dealing with
our future.
Finally,
We must
the delivery hooker is here with our meal orders.
Receive 2 gold,
I
80
can
silver, 90
always
copper.
find the
Not every day you
funds
unearth ancient dragon
for
mysteries,
expedition.
or even a dragon themselves.
Zeata says, yes, Professor. Eat Weird Daily Greek says, Zeata. Roska. Nirobin. Are you ready to show the ropes to our first new recruit? Nirobin says, absolutely not. Roska Rocktooth says, you bet. Come on over here, recruit. Nirobin says, gah. Just find me in my office when the others are through with you. Nirobin says, I still need more time. I'm unprepared.
My door is always open. Have
Not
you
every day you
uncovered something?
Technoscrying 101.
At home.
You receive item,
in the
Technoscrying.
Alldayerrydaybabyf.
You receive item, Archivist's Fire Totem.
Quest accepted. Technoscrying 101. Quest accepted. Excavation 101.
Zeata says, let us go outside. We will need some space for my demonstration. Roska Rocktooth says, we tend to start things off with an earthquake to shake artifacts out of the
The
ground.
secrets of
I
the
have given-
past fuel
Zeata
the
says, excellent.
discoveries of
Now
the
put
future.
the goggles on. They will automatically adjust to the shape of your head. Zeata says, easy, right. And so comfortable. Feel that padding. It is all custom made. Zeata says, now for some auto adjusting. Tap that button to fine tune fit and focus. Zeata says, careful, my friend. Are you feeling unsteady? This is still a prototype. Zeata says, okay, now activate the scrying mode. Then you will find the item we are searching for.
I
have
am
given you the
working on
technoscribers.
something that
Please,
will knock your
put them
boots
on.
off.
I have given you the technoscribers. Please.
I
Put them
was
on.
thinking about flux capacitors and did not see you there.
I
I
have
am
given you the
working on
technoscribers.
something that
Please,
will knock your
put them
boots
on.
off. There is
I have given you the
most
technoscribers.
likely a
Please.
technological
on.
solution. There is always more to be found.
Zeata says, perfect. you should see a readout near the bottom. That will shows you how close you are to the relic. Zeater says, the device still needs to be attuned, so it won't detect anything yet. Roskarok says, you made it. Let's get down to business. Zeater says, and those are the basics. Now remove the goggles by tapping the button on the side. A child could do it. So can you. Roskarok Tooth says, excavation is all about controlling the elements. To do that, you will need a totem and an elemental assistant. Roskarok Tooth says, this fiery friend isn't much help out in the field, but he'll be perfect here. Roskarok Tooth says, place your fire totem down, and you will be able to empower your elemental to help you. Try it.
The
I have given you
secrets
the
of the past fueled the discoveries of the future.
Roskarok Tooth says, you're a natural. Anytime you think you've got a find, use your totem next to it, and your elemental will help you out. Roskarok Tooth says, now it's time to start excavating. Talk to me when you're ready for an earthquake.
Well done. I admit, the bar for putting on a pair of goggles is super low, but still, a practical test. Now that you know how to use the device, we will put your skills to the test. I have attuned your technoscryers to a valuable item hidden somewhere on this island. Provided you can find it, we will use it to view a scene from the past and deduce how it got there. It is time for science. Put the goggles on. Resume your scrying. Use the technoscryers to find the hidden object. Receive 21 gold. Quest accepted.
Science.
A practical test.
It will never let you
You receive
down.
item, Techno Scryers. Zeater says, put on your goggles and activate the scrying mode to start the search. Zeater says, see the indicator near the ground. That is my latest update for the goggles. Zeater says, it should help guide you to the object we seek. Zeater says, that feature is powerful but limited. When you get in close, you may need to rely on your goggles' ability to highlight the object.
Wow, it's a way better archaeology. Great.
I feel
Have you found the hidden
at
object?
home in the Azorothian archives.
Have you found the hidden object?
Bring me back something shiny. The
Have you found the
secrets of the past fueled the discoveries of the future.
The
Rock
archives
tooth.
find,
Nothing better than standing in the dirt,
and
knowing that-
preserve artifacts.
Roskarok Tooth says, one excavation earthquake coming up.
Rock Tooth. Once you've got your elemental assistant and a totem to help control them, come to me for an
Tell
earthquake.
me if you find anything.
I think this terrible thing is terrible.
Roskarok Tooth says, plant your totem next to that dirt spout and use it to empower your elemental. Roskarok Tooth says, your elemental will take care of the heavy lifting.
A buyer has been found for your auction of sumptuous fur.
Roskarok Tooth says, bummer. Not everything can be an important find. Roskarok Tooth says, something else popped up. Let's go
It's
give that one a try.
archaeology, but dumber with a lot more
You receive item,
layers.
just a rock.
If you
Tooth.
don't mind getting
Nothing
your
better than standing in
hands dirty,
Rock Tooth.
we'll get along
Once you've got your
fine.
elemental assistant and a totem to help control them, come to me for an earthquake. That'll shake finds out of the ground. They look like big plumes of dirt. Can't miss him. Once you find one, plant your totem beside it and use it to tell your elemental to start digging.
I'll make sure you get credited in my thesis.
Roskarok Tooth yells, watch out. You never know what dangers you'll encounter in the field. Roskarok Tooth says, 2 misses, but I have a good feeling about this next one. You receive loot, warped metal. Roscarocktooth says, great find. Now to get it out of the ground.
Too much of the past
Nothing better
still
than
needs
that's a
digging
find.
up.
All right. Your
There's
first find.
always a place for you on the
You receive
table.
item, Archivist's Fire Totem.
Quest accepted. Your first find.
If you
Roscarocktooth
don't
says,
mind
with your
getting
totem,
your
you can tell your
hands
element.
dirty, we'll get along fine.
Roscarocktooth says, if the heat gets too high, look to your environment to tone it down. Roscarocktooth says, the key to excavation is keeping conditions balanced. Roscarocktooth says, these water puddles will beat out that fire, but out in the field you might need dirt, gusts of wind, or even lava. Roscarocktooth says, when the elements are balanced, then you can dig safely. Roscarocktooth says, go on, get excavating.
Eureka. Success. Quickly, hand the techno scribes back to me. We will readjust them for the next test.
Theater says, you found
I
it.
believe I will eat my
Eureka.
dinner now.
Success. Quickly,
And watch
hand the techno scribes back to me.
a
We will
movie.
readjust them for the next test.
And yeah, and I've got to go make sales on Final Fantasy, so it's going to be kind of like a slower vibe here for a little while. But I mean, I have been at it for 12 hours. I am going to pause and go get something to eat and pee, and I'll be right back, and I'll watch something on YouTube. Relaxing gameplay with clicky sounds. Soft-spoken.
Hello everyone, and welcome to today's warband characters. To explain to you guys, because multitasking, you know. And to make this boss spawn, you'll need to do some like objectives in the zone. Like I just arrived at a good time. He's already here. Killing this boss is the most efficient thing. It gives me the most currency. But once he's defeated, you're gonna
Oops. So I got to link a video to a friend.
What's that? New gear. What do you think? Picked it up from some guy in Falador yesterday. Very nice. Would you look at that?
Oh my god,
Very
you're
cool.
annoying. Oops. Okay, so hey, 30 gold. Cool. Okay, gotta go pee. Sorry, I'll be right back. Wrong one. Okay, sorry about that. Time to eat dinner and watch something. Have some wine and...
He was in his office in Washington. They're just getting set up at that point. He's with his sister and some members of his staff.
Nelia was at home with the kids, taking care of the kids in Wilmington.
It's squash with sausage and
the phone rings.
some kind of tangy
gets it.
sauce. I don't know what it is.
Biden
Nuts
is
and
sort of paying attention.
parsley.
Then he really starts paying attention when he sees her face.
And I got a call from Jimmy Biden and said, come home now. There's been an accident, and Nelia was in the car, the station wagon, with the 3 children, Bo, Hunt, and Naomi. And she had gotten the Christmas tree, and she was on her way home. She was hit broadside by a tractor trailer. And she and Naomi, who sat behind her in the car seat, they died instantly. And Bo and Hunter were seriously injured.
There's the humanity that I know.
My brother looked at me and said...
So he tries to go and save everybody who killed his family. So he tries to go and save all the people who tried to kill his family. Not all the people, but...
And I said, I don't know, Joey. I didn't know.
There's always some story like this that'll twist you really badly.
Jimmy told me.
I could not speak.
Oh,
Only
I've
felt
been
this
there.
hollow core
I've
grow
been there
in
a
my
bunch of
chest,
times.
like I was going to be sucked inside a black hole.
In 6 short weeks, he went from being on top of the world to being a young widower, a father of 2 children, and a single dad, and a man with, a broken heart.
The minute I got to the hospital, I knew the worst had happened. The boys were both alive, but Bo had a lot of broken bones, and Hunt had head injuries.
I don't think Joe was ever young again after that. It was kind of, it just shattered up.
Yep,
You know,
probably
all
just
these
broke
thoughts
him.
of
Probably
this
just broke him. Yeah.
Nice young couple and the life that we're going to have. And I don't think I ever wound up finishing that story I was working on. It just changed everything. And
in a terrible way, he becomes more like the Kennedys than anybody would ever wish. This fate that seems to drag on the success story of the Kennedys, you know, in the worst possible way, it inserts itself into Biden's life.
The pain cut through like a shard of broken glass. I began to understand how despair led people to just cash it in, how suicide wasn't just an option, but a rational option.
Joe Biden has a crisis of faith in the most profound sorts of ways. He cannot believe in a benevolent God after having his wife and daughter.
No, me neither. Nope. I can't either, Joe. I can't either. I can't see a God in this mess. Not the people who attack me, not the people that try to kill me. I don't see it even in the people that I love. I don't see a God in this mess, Joe. I can relate.
It's a faith about his own destiny and his own place in the world. He's on the cusp of being the youngest senator, and he feels as if this is not the thing for him to do.
He was angry. He was really angry. I mean, there was almost a physical sense of agony and rage about it.
Oh my God, if that happened to me, I'd be dead. I would just wage war against humanity.
He and his brother used to go out at night and go look for people to get in fights with.
I just felt rage.
Yep.
Absolute
goddamn
rage. Anger. I mean, it just didn't make sense. And I could not understand that.
I've been there before. I've been so angry.
He's not even sure what to do. He's not sure he can even be a senator anymore.
Nope.
Who
Can't
am
be a
I?
human being
what do
anymore.
I do here? And he just considers giving up.
In his darkest moment, he returned to the Biden motto, get up.
Get up!
The legacy that Nelia left me was the ability to draw strength from what she was and not weakness from her no longer being.
Sudden death out of the blue seems to say the universe has no meaning, life has no meaning. And so you can look to the things that are available to him to try to insert meaning back in.
Yeah.
One is politics.
Since the accident, he's been living at a hospital in Wilmington, Delaware, taking care of his sons. Today, the Senate sent an official to the hospital to swear him in.
Biden had requested that he take his senatorial
When
oath
does he
in the
meet
hospital.
Jill? When
so
does
that
he
his
meet
children
Jill?
could be with him.
Can you make a speech too? Sure, you can make a speech. Well, go ahead and make one then.
Do you solemnly swear that you will support and defend the Constitution of the United States, so help you God?
I do.
Congratulations, Senator.
Thank you.
After the crash, he needed something to comfort him. He needed something to envelop himself in. He needed a place to be a part of that would sustain him and give him a sense of purpose and give him a sense of achievement. And the Senate gave Biden a sense of belonging. Biden's instinct is to envelop himself in institutions.
Yup.
The Senate would define Biden and shape his life.
Here's a guy who had grown up within the church, which is defined by this sense of ritual and ancient traditions, things that are worth preserving because they provide order in a disordered world. And he gets to the Senate at a moment of tremendous chaos in his own life, having suffered this terrible loss. And all of a sudden, the rituals of the Senate and the kind of clarifying effect of being a part of this institution almost feels to him like an extension of these values and patterns that had made so much sense to him and his family as a young person.
Militia
Looks
says,
like you
looks
could
like you
all
could all
use
use some
some
So the
resources.
Senate became
There's a
a
saying
sort
for
of
the survival of the
stand-in
fittest.
for the
There's a
church.
saying for this. Survival of the fittest.
What was this now?
You are no longer away.
This was quite good.
Joe Biden has this ritual where every day he's getting on the train, taking it to Washington Union Station, and at night he's going back home to be with his boys. It's so poignant because there was so much guilt that was associated with his relationship with these two boys. Because he was constantly having to leave them. And even when he was returning late at night, it was often after they were already asleep.
Yup, that's how it
There's
is.
such a bond with Joe.
Lot of money, lot of luggage, lot of clothes. When you putting in work, that's how it goes. Lot of money, lot of luggage, lot of clothes. When you putting in work, that's how it goes. My man Wiz Khalifa say. Wiz Khalifa knew.
Boys. Joe made them better, and they made Joe better.
Yep. And I hate you guys.
But
I
at
hate you
nighttime,
so
when you
much.
closed the door, he was still alone.
Yep. I hate you
and
so
a
much.
widower.
Yep. Fuck you guys.
And a single dad.
Yep. Fuck you guys. No, you fuck me. You fuck me so bad.
These three guys had been through hell together.
Yep.
And when Jill came, you know, they hit the jackpot in terms of they had mommy, lost mommy, they got mom. And they hit the jackpot with Jill, and they knew it.
There is
She was a gift.
more to be found.
Eureka.
She made
Success.
up for the whole.
Bring
She
me
was
back
invited to
something
the
Techno
entire
Skype.
family.
Received 28 gold, 9 silver. Quest accepted. At
He
TC
fell in
time.
love with her very quickly. And she fell in love with my brother. And mostly she fell in love with the boys. I saw my brother come alive again. I saw him smile. I saw him get up in the morning and, you know, the world's the oyster. I mean, I'm taking on the world.
Yep.
When I was dating Joe, Jimmy and
Aw, he met someone new. Aw, go Jill.
Frankie took me out to dinner.
Jimmy and Frankie took me out to dinner.
They
were
wanted
like,
to let
yeah.
me know that the family plan was that Joe would someday be president. And so they were letting me in on this and
they're
kinda
like, are you
warning me
down?
that
Are you
if
down?
I was going to marry him, that this was part of the plan. And I listened, and I was, it was kind of surreal, but I sort of brushed it off
Yeah, of
because
course
it
you
just
did.
didn't seem possible at that moment.
No, it never does.
To know. You're fine.
Biden has always wanted to be a player in presidential politics. He's always been someone who's thought about running, wanted to run. A longtime Biden confidant once told me that fish swim, birds fly, and Joe Biden runs for president.
Yep, fish swim, birds fly. Yep. I don't know what it is I'm doing, but I play video games. I do it all the time. I try to give myself the breaks and I try to chill out, but nope. I play video games just as hard as any of the rest of these motherfuckers do anything that they do.
87 would be his first
I don't know
shot at
why
the
it was like
presidency.
that. I didn't want it like that. I sing sometimes. I'll talk some shit right to some fucking asshole's face. I don't care. Like
it was a family affair. The boys had grown up.
Yep, it's a family affair.
And he and Jill had a daughter, Ashley.
He wants to prove himself. If you spend your childhood mocked and ridiculed for a stutter, if you feel like your family has
fuck
taken...
you guys. You feel like your family doesn't want you. You feel like your government doesn't want you because you do drugs. You feel like the system doesn't want you because you do drugs. You feel like everybody hates you all the time because they do. They hate you. It's insane. And then eventually it destroys your life. It puts you in jail. It costs you tens of thousands of dollars. They hunt you. They chase you. You resist. You say no. You say, fuck you fucking assholes and your stupid fucking asses for hurting me this fucking badly. And, you give a middle finger to the entire world. See it? It just sits there for a while. Been there for 20, 30 years. Longer than the drug addictions. You understand? Longer than the drug addictions, this finger's been in the fucking air. You see it? Longer than the drug addictions. Fuck you, don't tell me what to do.
A downward turn because your father's career and finances have collapsed. You want to prove yourself. So yeah, he'll run for president in 1987 as a young man.
Biden is gambling that his politics of passion will impress the voters more than the issue politics practiced by most of his Democratic rivals.
Biden is running in the ideological center, often criticized for a lack of substance in his speeches.
That's always been one of his challenges. He casts about for what he wants to say. He casts about for the issues he wants to put forward and what he wants to say he believes in, and it feels cast about.
He's searching for messages and rhetoric that connects. And so he finds speech.
Yep, I'm searching for speeches and rhetoric that connect. Yeah, I couldn't have said it any better. I believe that Microsoft kind of caused the death of America. I believe that the rich caused the death of America. I believe that the drug war was the way that they did it. I believe that the fear and the mongering and making Americans afraid to travel in their own country, afraid of their own protection services, afraid of their own government. Lied to, spun around, and collapsed in a news cycle for 75 fucking years. Lied to and just, spun around like somebody's fucking, somebody's top. Like a fucking top on a table. Just dreidel, 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 dreidel. I made you out of clay. Dreidel, dreidel, dreidel. And just spin that fucking top. And I get kind of tired of being spun like a top. I'm fairly sure that the lower and the middle class can relate. Kind of tired of being spun like a top, It's unfortunate.
Are emotionally powerful. He hears them.
Yeah,
and
I'll hit these people. I'll hit these people with what they're sick with. Your drug control is bullshit. Your gun control is bullshit. Your gun laws are bullshit. Your foreign fucking correspondence is bullshit. Your politics, your backing, your friends, your image, your business were truly not done right.
sense of self.
Why am I the first Kinnick in 1,000 generations to be able to get to university?
The ad was riveting. I couldn't take my eyes off Neil Kinnock.
Was it because they were weak? Those people who could work 8 hours underground? And then
You could work 8 hours underground. I worked 8 hours underground all of my goddamn life. 8 hours underground. You see the guy, you see it when you get your blood drawn up by an actual speaker? 8 hours underground all of my goddamn life. I worked 24 years of my life. I'm 40, but I worked 24 years, and I'm going to keep going for another 50. When I reach 74, you're going to understand that you were the lazy asshole that does nothing. Not me.
Weak.
He takes its
yeah, and then I see weakness in everybody and everything around me.
Speeches from
weakness in the way that they can handle news. Weakness in the way that they attack everybody for no goddamn reason at all. Tribalism and you know, fucking, I don't know what you would call it. It's like social media. Social good, social media bad.
He uses them pretty much verbatim.
Why is it that Joe Biden is the first in his family ever to go to a university?
I don't believe the internet is a weapon that every human is capable of wielding. You understand? I'm going to say it again. I don't believe the internet is a weapon most fucking humans are capable of wielding. Does it sound familiar to you? Kind of like guns or, I don't know, spears or anything else. Just like any weapon, right? The internet isn't something that most humans are capable of actually wielding like a weapon, but they do all the time. And I don't think they know what etiquette is. And I don't think they know what a meltdown is. And I don't think they know what a fucking meme is. And it's just kind of crazy. I think a lot of the time, I think they just think what they think is what the socially accepted thing is. And then they get it mixed up in their head. And when it comes down to it, living memes.
Joe Biden borrowed it and applied it to his...
Read the room, boomer. Read the room, boomer. Read the room, boomer. Hey, did you get it? Did you see it? Hey, did you get it? Hey, you! Hey! Read the room, boomer.
Life and made a moving sort of aria, a moving sort of part of a speech about his own life, which in fact had been taken from Neil Kinnock.
Is it because they didn't work hard? My ancestors who worked in the coal mines in northeast Pennsylvania.
Your ancestors worked in the coal mines of wherever the fuck you lived. If you're like me. Your ancestors worked hard wherever the fuck they lived.
12 hours and play
no matter where they were.
Football for 4 hours.
Joe Biden, as a political performer, was inhabiting the role only a little too well. I mean, he absorbed this story into his own. And, of course, it was not his own story.
I hope you'll consider me. Thank you very much.
And that concludes the Economic America debate.
You are now
Democratic presidential candidate Joseph Biden today faces
You are no longer away.
Biden
seemed to be claiming Kinnock's vision and life as his own.
Biden said that he often quoted Kinnock with attribution.
What I should have said, to paraphrase Neil Kinnock.
It kicked off an entire study of how much of Joe Biden was real and how much of it was taken and absorbed and patched together.
For a second time in 2 weeks, Senator Joseph Biden
Looks like a Joe Biden wind-up doll with somebody else's words coming out.
When he was accused of plagiarism, we felt that, you know, his character was being attacked, and it sort of took us back.
One from John Kennedy's inaugural, others from Robert Kennedy. Their words from the lips of Joe Biden.
Cannot measure the health of our children,
The health of our children,
the quality of our education,
the quality of their education,
the joy of their play,
or the joy of their play.
This moment attacks Biden on the very issue that he's most sensitive about, which is being accepted and feeling like he belongs and like he has achieved great things in his life and like that should be respected.
Anything that kind of gets through the thick skin.
Okay, I'm gonna switch it up, guys. It was fun to do World of Warcraft today, but it's been like 12 hours of it or something besides 7 days. I'm gonna get on Fortnite now. This was a fun session, but you know, there's only so much you can do in a day. It's kind of boring, frankly. I'm not gonna lie. It's always been kind of a boring game. It sort of takes a lot of time for no reason a lot of the time. Sometimes I have to remember, you know. Fortnite. Okay, no, that's not what I wanted. I wanted the Epic Games launcher. Thank you. And I will change my title. And I have been recording for, I don't know. Let's go look. I've been recording for, hey, Apex hit Epic. I am 12 hours. Something stuck in my teeth. There, okay, cool. Anyways, I've been recording for 12 hours, and I am going to get off of YouTube now. Just a reminder, guys, you've been watching a 12-hour session that was recorded by skycat.live on 8/6/2024. It's 11 p.m., and I think every day matters, and I think everything I say matters, and I think I'm just going to keep recording it. I don't know why. And I'm just going to just remind you that you've been watching Skycat Live, and if you wish to help me, come to the cat space and donate. Every little bit helps. It's a PayPal donate. You can give me 10 cents, and I'll still give you a fucking heart sign. Whoever you are, and thank you to everybody who gave me follows today. I'm not leaving. I'm not stopping streaming, but I want to say thank you to Fresh Finn. Thank you so much to Number 2. Thank you so much to Wise Jester and Intel FPSS and Jesse Talks and Val Kerm and Elsa Jackson and all these other people who might be hanging out with me today watching what I'm doing. I want to say thank you so much. I love you guys. Thank you for everything. And so thank you for the subs and the bits and the follows, especially Number 2, my best community. And there we go. And my best community is a phrase I really like, actually. So anyways, I'm now going to play Fortnite. And if you've been watching EVE Online, I'm done with it. I'm terribly sorry. If you've been watching Final Fantasy, I'm done with it. I'm terribly sorry. And now I am going to go play some Fortnite and change my title. Oops, got to close my Gmail there. Sorry. Gonna close my title, and I'm gonna stop the video. I'm gonna stop the YouTube video here with just a reminder that you guys have been watching Skycat Live. I'm a full-time variety gamer all day, every day. Put me on in the background. Click on the cat space to donate. Come to Twitch or YouTube and give me a like, sub, or a follow. And thank you so much to you guys watching me on YouTube. Thank you so much. Give me a like, sub, or a follow. Let them know I'm alive at least. You know what I'm saying? And other than that, I'm getting on Fortnite. I'm turning on music. I'm going to sing, and I'm drunk. And so those things don't really mix with YouTube. Think establishment, right? Anytime there's establishment, fun pretty much go. The establishment is where fun goes to die. You heard it here first, Skycat Live. Establishment is where fun goes to die. Establishment is where fun goes to die. So I'm sorry, YouTube gets cut out right now. If you guys are watching on Twitch or on YouTube, if you're watching me live on YouTube right now, please come to my Twitch and watch me play some Fortnite really badly drunk while I go on reload and get my ass beat by people who are better than me. And make fun of me and call me fat or call me a loser or call me a liberal, call me something. But call me goodbye on YouTube for its piece of shit DMCA programs and all of its fucking piece of shit fascist ways. Goodbye, YouTube. You were great for 12 hours, but the last 3 hours of the shift, they go to cool people who don't believe in stupid-ass goddamn fucking copyright fucking debacle. Goodbye. Love you. And so, to you guys on my stream, I'm not going anywhere. I'm just, you know, cutting YouTube out of the picture.